everyone, welcome back to Gracie May's Tarot. So today we're going to be finding out what is coming for you in the next 3 months. So we're going to do love, career, whatever messages come through, any advice, any warnings, any encouragement. We've got 3 groups to choose from. We've got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So pile 1, we've got the York chocolate cat with the little fish. For pile 2, we've got the ginger tabby cat with the little bird. And for pile 3, we've got the calico kitty with the little mouse. So if you're drawn to more than one group, feel free to watch more than one reading. The timestamps are listed below in the description box. And take a moment, pause the video, meditate on the groups. Try not to overthink it, just go with your intuition. And I'll see you guys in your reading. Alright, all my pile 1s who chose the York chocolate cat with the little fish, welcome to your reading. So this one's going to be a little bit of a longer one. Grab a cup of tea, cup of coffee, settle in with a snack. We've got a lot going on. So for your next 3 months to have 3 major arcana cards, we're going through a lot of change, a lot of progression. With the devil card here in the middle, I think this is my favorite version of the devil card out of all of the tarot card decks that I own, which is saying something. I love how it has the devil's food cake here in the middle, and then all of these common sort of vices, right? So for you all, the next 3 months is going to be you going through this personal transformation where you're Lord, I can't even talk. You're unburdening yourself of all of these unhealthy habits that you've had. And I suspect for quite a few of you, in the process of letting go of these unhealthy habits, you're going to start reevaluating the close relationships you have in your life. And you're going to start to ask, not only are my habits healthy, but are the people around me good for me as well? I think maybe in the past you've had sort of this pattern of trusting other people's advice or opinions over your own. And even when these people have good intentions, for some of you, you could be around people who don't have your best intentions at heart. But for the rest of you, even when you're taking advice from people who do want the best for you, you're still ignoring your own intuition. You're still ignoring your own gut. And if you are consistently asking other people for advice all the time, before you ever make any sort of major decision, it's good to contemplate things. It's definitely, there's a time and a place to ask for advice. However, that can become in and of itself an unhealthy habit, an unhealthy coping skill. Anything can be, right, when we take it to an extreme. And, for some of you, this is general reading, so it's going to vary, but you then start to live a life that is someone else's ideal picture for you and not your own. And so with this Hierophant card here, now there's going to be a balance between tradition and, values of your family, your religion, your culture, all of that sort of thing is now going to be balanced with your own sense of self, your own individuality, your intuition, right? What you think is best for you. You're going to start to ask yourself, what do I want my life to look like? And not only what do I want my life to look like, but what do I want my life to feel like? Because it's very easy to get caught up in appearances and how your life looks like on the outside. There are so many people whose life on paper looks perfect, but it doesn't feel good, right? They're not happy, they're not content. So with this Magician card, now you are in the driver's seat, right? It's interesting with this Magician, he's sort of selling this, right? He's selling a product, he's selling a dream. You're not buying into anyone else's dream other than your own. You're not falling for a salesman. You are now selling yourself, right? You're selling yourself the dream that you want. You're not being sold someone else's dream. You're not going to keep in this devil card energy of, living someone else's ideal version of your life. And that's going to happen, like I said, through this process of getting rid of these unhealthy habits that you have. You know, for some of you, it could be, you know, like food or fitness. It's kind of more so like what's depicted on this card. For others of you, you know, it could be anything that you feel like is an unhealthy coping skill. You know, like maybe you have an unhealthy relationship with money, with shopping. You know, maybe you have a tendency where you struggle with being alone. You know, you don't like being by yourself. And so you always feel like you have to be around other people. You know, anything that you feel like, and you're going to know yourself, right? You should know yourself better than anyone. It's going to vary since it's a general reading, but those unhealthy habits that you have, you're going to start going through that process of self-improvement. Okay, let's see what else we have for you here. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So with this Eight of Swords card, this is the card of trapping yourself. You know, getting caught up in your thoughts and your anxiety so much that you can't see a way out of a problem that you've created for yourself. You could easily get out of this if you want to, but for whatever reason, fear, anxiety, overwhelming thoughts are causing you to be unable to untie yourself. You know, you've gotten yourself into a pickle, right? Even though there's olives on this card. With the Three of Pentacles here, this is not something that you're used to. You know, you're a fixer, you're a doer. You're not used to getting caught up in your anxious thoughts to this degree. You know, we all struggle with anxiety to an extent, but for you, I think you always sort of rush in to try to fix it. You know, you don't want to get caught up in this. And I think the reason why this Eight of Swords is coming through is with the Devil card, change is hard. Change can be uncomfortable even when it's positive. And so you're going through this process of letting go of these unhealthy habits, but it feels uncomfortable. And you're kind of taking, you know, sometimes when we start to go through this process of self-improvement, we go to the other extreme. So, for example, like if you've never worked out before, you've never, you know, done anything fitness-wise, and then you become very addicted to going to the gym, and then you start exercising too much, and, you know, then you start to struggle with your weight. You know, you have, you know, just a whole bunch of health issues arise from going in the opposite direction. And so this is telling you to slow down. You know, so with this Eight of Swords here, the more you try to get yourself out of this, the more it's going to keep perpetuating itself. And so with this Knight of Cups here, there's going to be someone who's going to come through, who's going to remind you to have a good time. And so for some of you, this could be a new love interest coming in. This could be a new friendship. If you have a Knight of Cups in your life, so someone who is possibly a male, someone who fairly young, a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, whoever this Knight of Cups is, they're going to get you out of this funk, and they're going to help you remember to have a good time, remember to enjoy yourself. It's good that you're going through this process of self-improvement, but it doesn't always have to be all about work. This is kind of reminding me how he's pouring here. It's reminding me of the Temperance card, right? So the Temperance card is all about balance. It's also the card of Sagittarius. Sagittarius people love to have fun. They're adventurous, right? They're sociable. That is going to be coming through for you as well. So there's going to be a reminder during the next 3 months that while it's great that you're, you know, like I said, going through this process of self-improvement, you don't have to beat yourself up though. Like, you don't have to now expect perfection from yourself, because perfectionism in and of itself is an unhealthy mindset, right? So you don't have to always be so productive. You don't always have to tie your sense of self-worth into how well are you getting out of this devil card energy. So if you're one of those people who gets really upset if you don't do everything on your to-do list, or you're one of those people who feels bad about themselves if they're not, you know, achieving a lot in their career, stuff like that, don't be so hard on yourself. You know, you have to balance fun and having a good time, being happy, with achievement, self-discipline. And when I think of self-discipline, I think of, again, that balance between having compassion for yourself and also knowing when to, you know, be self-disciplined. So again, it's that balance between thought and emotion. Okay, what else do we have here? We've got the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. So yeah, you guys are going through some big transformations in the next 3 months. And I think it's going to be, for a lot of you, it's going to be a lot of internal changes. You're going to be getting a lot more confident, a lot more self-assured, but you're also going to learn, like I said, this balance. So the Knight of Cups is going to help you with that. And you're also going to be making changes in your external world with your, you know, your sort of daily routines. Fox spirit, think on your feet. And Bee spirit, sweet results await. So yeah, you will be working hard. You will be working hard at something. And with this Three of Pentacles, some of you also may be starting a new business, maybe like a little side hustle that may only apply to a few of you. But there's going to be this Fox spirit, think on your feet. You're definitely going to be assessing and evaluating all aspects of your life. I mean, this is major transformation. So some of you all could be changing careers, ending relationships, starting new relationships, both with friendships, romantic partners. There is a lot of big changes coming in, but it's going to vary from person to person since it's a general reading. But anything that you could point to in your life right now that you know is unhealthy, that is going away in the next 3 months. And I think also with this bee spirit here, you know, bees work together, right? They're a collective. You know, they all work in harmony to serve the greater good of the hive. And so I think that is sort of coming back to that previous message that we had, that you're going to start to assess who in my life is working with me and who in my life is working against me. You know, who has the same values as me, who in my life, you know, shares this perspective of wanting to better yourself, wanting to, you know, better yourself so that you can then help other people. There's just this energy coming through, and I hope I'm being clear about this, but I think for some of you, any unhealthy friendships that you have, I think those are going away. I think for a lot of you, this is also a process of calling in your soul family, calling in your soul tribe. You're going to be meeting people who are really on your level. Like once you go through this transformation period, not to say that you're going to leave all of your current friendships or something like that, but you're going to be aligning with people who can help you progress even further, right? And it's going to feel like, I don't know, it's just a lot of supportive energy coming through. It's kind of odd because you have this message coming through if you're going to start thinking for yourself more, but there's also going to be more emotional support. I think that's the difference. I think for a lot of you, you used to go to people for concrete advice, and now you're trusting your own intuition, you're making your own choices, and you're relying on family, friends, romantic partners to just give you emotional support while you do the thing that you've decided to do. That's the message. And with this think on your feet, again, you are being empowered to make your own decisions. Foxes are clever. You're smart. You know, my pile ones, you are smart, capable people. You don't need someone else to tell you what to do. Okay, let's move on from that. Okay, I just love the backs of these cards. Sun and stars. Again, that temperance energy. There's going to be a lot of balance for you all. You're going to be mastering the day and the night, right? Your light attributes and your shadow attributes are existing in perfect harmony here. I think there's also a lot of self-acceptance. So if you've sort of struggled with your shadow attributes, if you've struggled to incorporate your shadow self, so if there are things about yourself, you know, when we talked about that devil card, if there were things about yourself that immediately came to mind, like, oh man, I'm a big procrastinator, like I know that's something I need to work on, or I'm a bit, you know, on the lazy side, I can be unmotivated, or yeah, I wish I were more sociable, or maybe I talk too much and I wish I was a better listener, like whatever it is, you know, about yourself that you kind of struggle with, that is going to be something that you're not going to fight so hard against the things about yourself that you're not crazy about. Instead, you're going to say, you know what, I accept all of myself, and I understand that, you know, getting to the best version of myself really isn't a destination. It's more of a lifelong process, and I'm a work in progress, I'm improving, and that's that. So I think there's a big push here for manifestation through self-acceptance. Like when you accept yourself, when you love yourself, you show up differently in your life. And I think that confidence is going to allow you to say, this is what I want my life to look like. I'm going to speak it into existence. I'm going to believe in myself that I can get there, that I can attract the right people into my life, that I can have the career that I want, the relationships that I want. With this Sun and Stars card, there's a lot of self-mastery here. And I know for some of you, you know, you may have clicked on this reading and have hoped that I would say like, oh, new love is coming in, or oh, a job promotion is coming up. And I think sometimes we can get caught up in the physical rewards of the material world, and we can sort of downplay the importance of our relationships with ourselves. And your relationship with yourself is the beginning and end to everything, right? And so I hope that you all appreciate how wonderful this is going to feel for you in 3 months' time. Okay, so we've got meditation for creativity. So when I look at this card, I heavily associate this with Leo. So I know this includes all of our fire signs, but I think of Leo because Leo is the 5th house. So it's a fire sign, but it's also the 5th house, which represents creativity. The 5th house includes a lot of things, but creativity is one of them. And so I think for some of you, there is a big possibility that you will be starting a creative project, and that project may develop either into a healthy coping skill that you can use whenever you are stressed, whenever you are anxious, or for some of you, it's going to turn into a side business that may ultimately develop into a whole career for you. This is going to vary since it's a general reading, but I think regardless, this is going to be something that not only ignites that passion with Sagittarius, allows you to have more fun, right? We had that message earlier with the Knight of Cups, but also it's going to be something that gives you more self-confidence. You know, you're going to know that no matter what stressful thing comes up for you, you're going to be able to manage your emotions through this healthy outlet. But also, for those of you who are starting a business with it, it's also going to bolster your sense of security and safety, because you're going to know I am in this leadership position. I'm my own boss, and I have created financial security for myself. I can take care of myself. And knowing that you can take care of yourself is such a huge blessing that brings so much peace, so much contentment, right? Okay, let's see what else we have. So we've got the White Sage card, and we've got Be There For You. Okay, this Be There For You card is really, really highlighting what we talked about earlier. So for quite a number of you, there are some people in your life who have not had the best intentions for you and have maybe been intimidated by your potential. And whether that was consciously or subconsciously, they have tried to put you down so that you don't step into this energy, right? You know, your potential is intimidating to them. You know, seeing you shine affects their own sense of self-esteem. So I think if you have any friendships like that, they're going to be falling away, or you're going to be establishing stronger boundaries with those people. You know, you're just not going to be affected by them anymore. And with this White Sage card, I actually want to look this one up because I remember, I want to pull out the guidebook. This deck has very long descriptions for each of its cards. I want to make sure, yes. It's safe to let things unfold as they will. You don't need to fix things or try to force something to happen. The universe is already working things out for you. This reminds me of the Three of Pentacles card that we had earlier. So again, for some of you, it's so difficult for you to sit and have things not be the way that you think they ought to be. You know, you kind of struggle with that. You're like, no, I need to do something. And when you can't do anything, the anxiety builds and you end up in that Eight of Swords and you feel trapped. And so for some of you who are like starting a business, you may have a lot of anxiety about that, and you may be worried that it's not progressing as fast as you want it to progress. For others of you, it could be that you're having problems in your friendships, and that's causing you a lot of anxiety, and you keep trying to fix it, and the more you fix it, the worse it gets. Because we can't control other people, right? We can only control how we respond to other people. So the universe is working this out for you in 3 months' time. There's no need for you to stress. And the more that you try to fix the situation, you're making yourself suffer unnecessarily. And that disconnects you too from your sense of faith, your sense of intuition, your belief in the universe. You know, like if you're struggling to have faith, how in the world are you going to manifest with this Magician card, right? That we saw earlier. So transformations also take time. We're talking about 3 months, right? Some of you, it's going to take some patience, right? 3 months' time is short. It's not a long time period. But if you're struggling with your sense of faith, if you're like, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen for me? When is this problem going to be fixed? 3 months can feel like a long time, even though objectively it's really not. So, yeah. With that white Sage card, you are protected, you are supported, the universe has your back, right? Your guides have your back. You have a whole team behind you, supporting you, wanting you to succeed in whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? Okay, so we've got some tea leaf cards. We've got crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So, you know, for some of you, it could literally be a birth or a conception, but for most of you, because we've got this meditation for creativity card, we've got the Bee card, I think for a lot of you, this is going to be starting a new business that is, or starting a new job, whatever it is. that is creative in nature. So for some of you, you know, you may start writing a book, you may start a YouTube channel, you might start, I don't know, an art project, you might start taking up photography, whatever it is, whatever it applies to you, that's going to be coming through. We've got Dark Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So like I said, that Knight of Cups doesn't have to be necessarily a male. It could just be someone who is more masculine in their energy. So the Dark Woman could be that Knight of Cups. Just take what resonates. And we've got Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yes, right? I said you're protected. You are. And those negative forces beyond your control, again, I think for a lot of you, it's going to be those unhealthy friendships. For a few of you, it could be family members. But I think some of you just have, and it could even be coworkers at your job, but it could be people who, how do I put this nicely, are operating at a lower frequency, people who are still learning, you know, people who still think it's okay to engage in gossip and, you know, actively try to hurt you in some way or put you down, or people who are just unnecessarily negative and cruel. You're protected from that, so don't worry about it. You're the magician, right? You're a master manifester for these next 3 months, so don't get caught up if people are speaking badly about you or putting you down, telling you that this new business venture isn't going to work out, or, you know, people who, even if it's something little, like if you're like, I want to be a vegetarian, and your friend's like, nope, no, you can't do that. That's ridiculous. You won't stick to it. That can wear on you, right? If you kind of get that response every time you try to make a change in your life. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of spiritual protection for you in these next 3 months. And part of that is you developing a stronger sense of self, and you're able to push back more when people tell you you can't do something. You're not listening. You're like, yes, I can. Okay, so I just want to end with a self-care card. So chanting would be something that would be beneficial for you in the next 3 months. For some of you, you may just want to chant positive affirmations to yourself, or you can chant the things that you're trying to manifest. Like I said, you can start to speak them into existence. Okay, all right, my pile ones, this was your reading. I hope this resonated. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm trying to grow our community, so it would help out a lot. If you liked this reading or you resonated with it, let me know in the comments down below. If you can put a fish emoji, I'll know that you selected pile 1. All right, thanks so much and take care. All right, all my pile 2s who chose the Ginger Tabby Cat, welcome to your reading. So we've got the Tower card, we've got Strength, and we've got the High Priestess. And I actually just want to move this Tower card here in the middle. Okay, so I don't know about you all, but whenever I see the Tower card in a reading, I kind of freak out a little bit, and I'm here to advise you, don't do that, stay calm. This Tower card is really interesting because usually in the Tower, we have a tower that is breaking apart, right? Like it's being struck by lightning, it's crumbling, it's falling to pieces. This Tower moment isn't that intense, but for the next 3 months, there is going to be a lot of change. And I say this because with this Tower card here, she's trapped in this tower, right? And it's not a very appealing tower. This tower looks pretty gross, right? Like no one wants to have any part of this tower. She has created a life that she is unhappy with, right? There are a lot of circumstances around her. It could even be that you feel like you didn't even choose, right? You're like, how did I even get stuck in this situation? For some of you, this is going to be a job that you're unhappy with. For some of you, you're gonna be maybe 3 years into your degree program and you're gonna be like, why did I even choose this major? For others of you, it's going to be a romantic partnership that you're not happy in and you're like, how did this even get to this point? Like, it started off so great and now I can't stand this person, right? So take what resonates, apply it to your own life, because this is a general reading, but you feel stagnant. All of you who chose pile 2, you feel stuck in this current moment. And with the Strength card here, so we've got Leo energy coming through, you're cleaning up the mess. This tower here, no one can get you out of it, right? So if you choose to stay in this energy, if you choose to stay in the circumstances that you currently find yourself in, within 3 months' time, something is going to come about externally that forces you out of this situation. It's going to force you out with love, though, right? It's going to be for your greater good. But with this Strength card here, because you're watching this reading, the advice that's coming through from your guides is, why wait? Why wait for something to happen in 3 months that forces you out of this situation? You can clean up this mess on your own. You have the inner strength to do so. You have the resources to do so. And if you feel like you're trapped and you don't know what to do, with the High Priestess card, you do know. You have this inner knowing. You can call upon your guides for assistance if you need it, but in your gut, intuitively, you already know what to do. You already know what the answer is. You already know what's gonna make you happy and unstuck you. So there are 2 choices here, right? You can wait 3 months and wait for some sort of external event that forces you out of this stuck energy, or you can choose right now to go ahead and clean up the mess. Okay, let's see what else we have coming through for you all. We've got the 4 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, some of you are like, man, I have been. Like, I have been thinking about it. With this 9 of Swords, some of you have been agonizing over this decision. You have been up late at night, insomnia, going back and forth, just a whirlwind of anxiety, trying to figure out how to cut yourself out of this tower, and you've just made a mess, right? You can't even think about this Strength card. And what I'm seeing here with the 4 of Cups is an opportunity has already presented itself to you, and if it hasn't yet, it will within the next 3 months. There is a gift that's coming through, but typically with the 4 of Cups here, we typically aren't, because we're so caught up in our own misery and our own dissatisfaction, we have a tendency to not see what's right in front of us. With this 4 of Cups, though, this one's interesting. She does see it. She's just scared of it. She's, you know, like, look at her posture here. So I think for a lot of you, you do know what this opportunity is. You're just too afraid to take it. And so this could be, you know, a new romantic love interest who, you know, is coming through. It could be a new job opportunity. It could be that you want to change your major, you want to drop out of school, you want to, like, whatever it is, the opportunity is already there. You're just afraid. You're just scared. And with the Page of Cups here, that overwhelming sense of fear is because of those endless thoughts that you're having. You're torturing yourself. I mean, look at this. Look at all these knives and the scissors here. I mean, you were torturing yourself. And you're mistaking this fear for your intuition. With this Page of Cups, I think that you guys are more of a thinker naturally. You know, you don't really do or understand your own feelings very well. You might have a tendency to repress your feelings. And so then when they come up, they really, they overwhelm you, right? They scare you. And so with this Page of Cups here, instead of watering your anxiety, you need to start watering things that make you passionate, things that make you happy, things that put you in that Leo strength card energy, right? And so there's a need here to get more comfortable with your feelings and to, this doesn't mean like when you start to have negative thoughts, you should be upset with yourself for having those thoughts. I think it would benefit you to say, okay, I'm having these thoughts. What are these thoughts trying to tell me? Well, they're telling me that I'm afraid to make a decision. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this compulsiveness to overthink, right? So then meditation, you know, taking some time out. With the Four of Cups, I also think of taking a break, right? Like have a drink at the end of a long day and just sit down, right? You've been pushing yourself really hard to probably solve this situation, and it might help you to sit in stillness and to take a break. And if you're able to even take a little vacation, even if you just stay at your house. But I think getting out of your normal environment could also offer a fresh perspective for you. But there is a way out of this. You're, for some of you, like I said, you may not see it, but I think for most of you, you know what it is. You're just afraid. Okay, let's see what else we have. Cow Spirit, miracles are endless. Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. Eagle Spirit, Spirit has your back. Okay, yes. Whenever we have the Tower card, I think this is such a helpful message to have. When we go through Tower moments, we can feel really isolated, we can feel alone, we can feel like no one understands what we're going through, especially if you feel trapped and alone in this Tower. And then we have the Nine of Swords, like anxiety is just pouring lighter fluid on the whole situation, right? So with the Eagle Spirit, you're not alone. You carry Spirit with you. Your guides are with you. You have support. And so because you have this support, because there's this oracle deck I have, and it has this message on it that says, if you could do anything and you knew the universe would catch you, what would you do? So if you knew that you could free yourself from this tower, if you knew that you could topple the whole tower, and someone would be there to catch you when you fall out of the tower, what would you do? And so that would be, I think, a helpful question to ask yourself during these next 3 months. And with this time to let go, if we want a miracle to happen, if we want to create the space in our lives for a miracle to occur, for good things to come in that actually feed our soul and actually make us happy, we have to let go of everything that is no longer serving us. And it's painful, right? Like, it's hard to let go. Even when we're unhappy, at least it's familiar to us. You know, sometimes the unknown is so scary that we're willing to stay in things that make us so unhappy because we're like, well, it could be worse. Well, it could also be a lot better, you know? So with this time to let go, letting go is painful. And the way it's clinging to this heart here, for some of you guys, this could be a romantic relationship that has run its course and it's no longer healthy, it's no longer helping you grow, it's affecting you negatively and you need to let go. So just apply that however it fits in. but miracles are endless. So believe in miracles. Believe that as bad as things are is also as good as they can get. So, you know, having an optimistic, sunny outlook, you know, if I think of Leo, I think of the sun. Having a brighter outlook could really benefit you. Even with the sunflowers here, a little bit of optimism will go a long way. Okay. Imagine and envision. Look at how gorgeous this card is. So you're the creator. You're in the driver's seat here. You guys may need to watch pile 1 because I think some similar themes are coming through. But you can have your dream life. You really can. But you have to go through this tower moment. It's kind of like, well, things have to get worse before they can get better. That's kind of the energy for your next 3 months. Meditation to dig deep. Yeah, like I said, sit in stillness. Meditation could be so beneficial for you guys. But also, like I said before, no one else can get you unstuck. You kind of have to do it yourself. And that involves planting seeds and growing your own garden and deciding what you want your garden to look like. What do you want to fill it with? There's a big possibility here for you to co-create with the universe, because Spirit has your back, right? And create a life that makes you feel good, you know, that you don't feel stuck in, that you don't feel trapped in. And so I think that if you want to get there quicker, it's really urging you to go ahead and take action now. Okay, so we have Soul Sisters, 2 hearts, 1 soul. This card kind of reminds me of those old school cartoons where you have a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. So I think for some of you, you know, that angel wants you to go ahead and make this choice, you know, make the hard decisions, let go of these things that you're clinging so hard to. Whereas the devil on the other shoulder is like, no, this is safe, this is comfortable, this is what we know. You know, change is bad, change is bad. So I think it's, again, just urging you to go after what you want. And I think also here with these 2 people, be mindful. And this is why I say you guys were kind of connecting with pile 1 a bit. With this High Priestess card, listen to your intuition, what feels right in your gut, over anything else that someone else is telling you. Even if it's someone who you trust and is very close to you, no one knows what is best for you like you know. Because you know what you want your life to look like. No one else knows like your deepest desires, your dreams, your secrets. No one knows what you're truly passionate about other than you. Like, you know yourself better than anyone else. So when it comes down to it, trust yourself to make these decisions, and trust yourself that when you do get out of this Tower card energy, that you will have the inner strength and the inner knowing to catch yourself. And if that's too hard to believe, remember, Spirit also has your back. Okay, free Spirit, yes. So whatever it is that you're afraid to do it. Making fear-based decisions never goes well. It just doesn't. You have to make your decisions from a place of desire and not fear. And with the Free Spirit card too, I think a lot of you, especially with this imagine and envision, you can use your imagination to imagine all the ways in which something can go wrong. Or you can use your imagination in a way that is productive and imagine all the ways in which something can go right. So you can either torture yourself with the 9 of Swords and have thoughts that just create anxiety spirals, right, with the Nine of Swords. Or you can use your imagination to envision good things, to envision miracles. So again, optimism and letting yourself be free enough, untrap yourself enough to imagine a better future for yourself, because it is coming. So I guess my biggest message for you guys today is, why wait in 3 months for some life event to force you out of the tower? Go ahead and do the thing that scares you. Go ahead. Okay. It's kind of like, you know, what is meant for you will always be there for you. You know, you don't have to worry about your blessings or your opportunities leaving you. You don't have to worry about missing all of that. It'll be there for you. But why postpone it out of fear? You know, like, why postpone your blessings? Okay, we got flowers, happiness. Yeah, in 3 months' time, you're going to be happy. Like I said, it's just going to be this period of discomfort and fear and anxiety and change, a lot of change. But it is going to get better. And you have to believe that. Okay, diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I think you all are going to be receiving, because we have that Four of Cups. And then we've got fair woman, dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So that is just going to be maybe a mystery, maybe a surprise. These tea leaf cards are always kind of interesting, but take this how it resonates. We'll see how this comes up. But with this diamond and with this flowers, I think this right here is your reassurance of kind of what I've been kind of repeating to you a lot, that it will get better. Just hang in there. I think with the Tower card, just hang in there. Don't be scared. But if you are scared, it's okay. Just accept that fear and then release it. Let it go. So we'll end with a self-care card to help you during the next 3 months. So we've got sound healing. For some of you, like I said, meditation will help out so much. Sitting in stillness will help out so much. With sound healing, this could literally listening to like meditative music, doing I think just hearing something other than your own thoughts, like drowning out your own thoughts with sound, could be very healing for you during the next 3 months. Okay, so my pile twos, Ginger Tabby, this was your reading. Like I said, some of you could benefit from watching pile 1, so if you were drawn to pile 1, this is your confirmation that you should go ahead and watch that pile as well. For the rest of you, I had so much fun doing your reading, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you resonated with this pile, let me know in the comments down below, and put a little bird emoji down below to let me know that you chose pile 2. And yeah, I hope you guys take care, and be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself during the next 3 months. All right, bye guys. All right, all my pile 3s who chose the Calico Cat, welcome to your reading. So we have the Hermit card, we have the Chariot, and we have the Emperor. Okay, so this is very exciting for you guys. With the Chariot card here, in the next 3 months, there's going to be a choice that's coming for you, and this choice could end up leading to you moving, or it could be you moving on from something else. So you could be moving to a new place, or you could just be moving on from a job or a relationship, or just something that is no longer resonating with you. And we see here like risk, gain, like I think this is supposed to say tarot, but you're sort of juggling a lot. You're weighing your options before you get into the car. And whatever it is, it's going to be something that when you end up choosing to make this move, you're going to choose it in a way where you're confident in your decision with the Emperor here. You're standing tall. You know that what you're doing, what you're choosing is in your best interest. And with the Hermit card, you've taken your time to reflect on this choice, and you know that you've made the right decision. You know, the Hermit is Virgo, right? So Virgos are, they're an earth sign, but they're also very analytical, and they have a tendency towards perfectionism. And a Virgo is going to be someone who carefully weighs their options. Unless they have something else going on in their birth chart, they're going to make a carefully informed decision. And I also think of Virgos as being, not that they're people who don't listen to the advice of other people, but because of this Hermit card, they listen to their own inner wisdom, and they make decisions based upon their own past experiences and knowledge that they've gained and how well they know themselves, right? So this isn't going to be a choice or a move that is motivated by trying to please other people, right? Like, you're going to make this decision and you're going to feel really, really good about it. And with this Emperor card here, this could also be like a strong, masculine male figure who's coming into your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could just be someone who embodies that really strong, masculine, leadership, kind of dominating personality. It could be someone who's basically a boss, who's coming into your life. But we'll see more so as we get into the rest of the cards exactly what we have going on. Okay, very exciting. So we've got the Four of Wands. Yes, in 3 months' time, you are feeling good about yourself. You are very confident in what you have built, and in 3 months, you're going to be relaxing. So like, your hard work is going to, it's really going to have paid off. And with this Four of Wands here, of course, we think about not only like career with these wands here of like, oh, you've built something, but for a lot of you, I think more so this is talking about love, because Four of Wands is also the marriage card. So I think for some of you, this could be that you've built a happy, healthy relationship with someone else. So for some of you, this could be the Emperor here. We'll see. So we've got the Two of Cups. Yep, okay. For a lot of you, this is relationship. Yep. So you've made the choice to pursue a relationship with someone else, and it's a happy, healthy, devoted, affectionate. This is love, right? I always like to see the Lovers card. You know, it's the soulmate card. But when I think about a card that really depicts what is the ideal relationship, I think of the Two of Cups. I do. I think of the Two of Cups. I think if you're doing a love reading, this is the best card you could get. And then paired with the Four of Wands, this could end up being the person that you marry. And for some of you, if you identify more so with this Emperor, this partner could be the Hermit. You know, they could be someone who is really wise, someone who's more introverted. Like I said, they could be a Virgo. So just take what resonates. Eight of Wands. Okay, yes. Some of you may have manifested this person. Some of you may have taken some time out to be alone, to really figure out what it is that you want in a partnership, and then you manifest them. Because with Eight of Wands, sorry, let me take a sip of my tea. Sorry, guys. That's what happens when you're pile 3. I've been talking for a while. Okay, with the Eight of Wands, this is fast, unexpected change. This is like really quick, positive changes coming your way. Because even when you start to manifest something, even when you set that intention and ask for it from the universe, it can still surprise you when it comes in, especially when you're like, man, that came quick. Like, so with the Eight of Wands here, this person, you know, the relationship may progress really quickly. You know, you may find yourself, you know, like moving in together fast, or saying I love you fast, or just really feeling like when you meet this person, you just know. You just know that this is going to turn into something really special. You know, you don't have to sit there and kind of second guess their intentions, especially if they're the Emperor. They're going to be very direct, very straight up. They're going to pursue you. They're going to woo you, wine and dine you. You're going to know that this person wants you because the Emperor has decided they want you. And so they're going to do everything they can to show you that they're willing to give you their cup, right? So this relationship could be coming in very quickly. Now, for those of you who are already in a partnership, what I see then with the Four of Wands here, it's like your relationship is very quickly moving on to the next level. So, you know, this, like I said, is like, well, we've been dating for a while, but now all of a sudden we're moving in together and I didn't expect that. Or they just proposed to me. I wasn't expecting that. Even though I may have wanted it, this is happening a lot faster than I thought. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. This to me is kind of echoing this Eight of Wands for me. So it's gonna be one of those things of like, wow, I thought I knew what the next 3 months of my life is gonna look like, and man, was I wrong. Like, I never could have predicted this in a million years. I can't believe like this is what's happening. And for some of you with the Chariot card, it could be that you meet someone, it's a long distance relationship, and then before you know it, you're moving to be with them, or they're moving to be with you. I think with the Chariot card, you would be the one moving, but you know, take what resonates. Stag Spirit, take the lead. So with the Emperor card here, you know, if you do meet someone and you're currently single, in the next 3 months you meet someone, this is letting you know it's okay also for you to adopt the Emperor energy, and you can feel safe to share your cup. You can feel safe and supported and know that this person that you've met is someone that you can trust. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. So I think this goes back again to trusting yourself. And so you can trust yourself and know that you can be a good judge of character, and it's safe for you to love. It's safe for you to trust your own discernment about who is right for you and who isn't right for you. So, you know, you don't have to text your friends and be like, what do you think of this guy? You know, does he seem like I can trust him? Do you think he's a player? You know, like whatever, that's just a dumb example. But you don't have to go and run and get advice from everyone else. You can trust yourself. And I know that can be hard if you've had really bad relationships in the past, and it can be difficult to trust your own judgment, but with this believe in yourself, Squirrel Spirit, you can trust yourself. Absolutely, you can trust in this connection for sure. And you know, even if you're in a partnership currently, you know, if you're going back and forth of like, am I ready for marriage? Yes. Or whatever that next step is. Like, are we ready to move in together? Yes. So you don't have to be afraid. Okay, let's see what else we have. Come on, cards. Okay. Ooh, prosperity and abundance. You all have a very positive reading. Oh my goodness. It was not quite as positive for some of the other groups. Okay, this makes a lot of sense to me, this connect with Gaia. I hope I'm saying that right. Connect with Earth. I mean, you can see here in the image here, with all of the roots. Whenever we have the Eight of Wands come through, even though it's very fast, positive changes, things get really good really quick, and it's all stuff that we have asked for, it can still feel overwhelming. It can still feel like a whirlwind, especially if you end up moving to be with someone else. That can be a lot of change all at one time. So it's just encouraging you for your own self-care. During the next 3 months, connect with Earth, get outside, root yourself, ground yourself. Whatever grounding techniques you can do, go on ahead. You can look up like root chakra exercises, just taking a simple walk in nature, sitting outside. If you have like a botanical garden near you or you have a nice yard, whatever it is, try to get outside or connect with Earth in some way. Even if it's just having a plant in your house, something just to help you feel grounded. You could do like like yoga, like tree pose, stuff like that. Okay, this doesn't really need any explanation. Just good things are coming. Absolutely. Give love. So basically the Two of Cups again. Yeah, you guys, like, man, your love life is really and for some of you too, like whoever this partner is, either you all are going to be working together to increase your abundance, or this person is like very successful already in their career and they can provide like financial abundance, and then you're free to work on whatever you want to work on. So yeah, I think money-wise too, in 3 months' time, you guys are going to be doing great. And again, just with this love card, it's going to be such an equal, balanced, happy, healthy relationship. Even the cats are sharing, right? Maybe this is like a cute little sign for some of you that your pets are going to get along. If you have a pet and this new person coming in also has a pet, they're also going to, you know, get along well together. Oh, wow. You got this message twice. So again, with the Gaia card, ground yourself. And I think also when I look at this card in particular, with the way that she's holding the nest here, for a lot of you, this is going to be moving in with this partner. So you're going to be building a happy home together, and that's going to help you feel grounded. You know, you're going to have a safe space that makes you feel good, makes you feel secure, and you're going to be able to come home to someone, right? There's a lot of security here. Okay, Finch Spirit Guide. So again, it says, I love us, and we've got the two lovebirds here coming together. So this card is really beautiful. Finches can have these really beautiful feathers. They can have really pretty, colorful feathers, but in order to have these feathers, they need to have the right nourishment. So if they're not taking care of themselves, they don't have these beautiful feathers. And so with this I love us, it's again echoing that Two of Cups. You're going to nurture and take care of each other. You're going to be building a nest. It's funny you got the bird imagery here twice. And with the butterfly here, for some of you, this is going to be so transformative in your life. This person is going to play a significant role in your life. And it could be so wildly different than what you're used to from partnerships. And so with this I love us, it's going to take both of you putting in the work. And thankfully, we have a lot of confirmation here that whoever your future partner is, they're willing to do that. And for those of you already in a relationship, this could be a new, fresh chapter in your relationship. If things have been kind of rocky lately, this is saying in 3 months' time, it's going to be a lot better. I know there are so many people, I know who have said like, oh, I was certain that we were going to get a divorce, but then we both decided to work on it, and now we have a better marriage than we ever have. You know, we all go through rough periods. We all go through challenging periods. And so if that's your current energy, this is confirmation that the future, if you decide to work on your relationship, can be really abundant, really healthy, really balanced. And for those of you, like I said, who are single, this is a new person coming in, and it's really going, I'm getting a lot of like soulmate energy here. It's going to be a really nurturing, warm, very earthy too. This person could be an earth sign, so they could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, because we also got the Hermit card in the beginning, Virgo. So it's going to feel very nurturing, very cozy, very loving and supportive. You know, you're building a nest, you're growing a garden together. It's really just beautiful. And even with them being out here in the night and sharing this flame, even the hearts coming from the fire, right? Like, you keep each other warm, even in the night, even in uncertain times. You have each other to rely on. This is such a beautiful reading. Okay. All right, let's look at our tea leaf cards here. So we've got Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So for those of you who are in a partnership already, this could be a child that you'll be conceiving, or like I said before, with this prosperity and abundance, it could be, if you're single now, this new person coming in, sorry, they're either going to create a business with you, and it's going to be very financially successful for both of you, or it's going to be that they're like financially well off enough or advanced in their career that they're able to support you in starting your own business. So handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. So this could be echoing the business opportunity for some of you. This also could mean that for those of you who are single, this person coming in is not someone that you currently know. And I wouldn't be surprised, because we had the 8 of Wands, that this person could just come out of the blue when you least expect it. Okay, I'm getting another sip of tea here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. I think also this is kind of reiterating for those of you who are trying to get pregnant. I think of like the little baby and the kangaroo here. That could be double confirmation there. For the unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Like I said, with that those 2 grounding cards you got with Gaia, even though it's a lot of positive change, it's still going to take a lot of planning, because it's going to disrupt so many things that are currently stagnant in your life. And it's a lot of unexpected change. So you're going to be kind of asked to react quickly and to plan quickly, and you're not going to be able to kind of take your time with it like maybe you have in the past. And so it's going to just require you to have a little bit more trust, because we know with the Hermit card that you're definitely capable of connecting to that inner wisdom, right? That inner knowing. So you guys got a lot of tea leaf cards. The tea leaf cards can sometimes be a little bit random. Okay. So we got the Rat card, someone working against you or behind your back. This could just be for some of you. I think honestly, whenever we have a lot of abundance come in for us, it's just unfortunate that sometimes people can be a little bit jealous and, you know, they can get in their feelings and, you know, wonder why they aren't having as much abundance and prosperity as you. Like, why do you get to be the person who's in love and financially abundant and having a good time? So just be mindful, you know, that not everyone is going to be happy for you, and that's okay. You know, that's going to be their lesson to learn. Love, yes. How many times can we say it? More love is coming into your life. And pineapple, reconciliation. So for a few of you, this could be an ex-partner who's coming back. someone that you didn't expect to reconcile with. I think this is more so though talking about my people who are watching this who are already in a partnership. Like I said, if you're going through a rough time, things are going to get better and you're going to move into that Two of Cups energy. And it may surprise you how quickly things improve in your relationship. But I think that's just for a few of you. Okay. So I didn't do this for any of the other groups, but since you guys have so many love messages, let's get some romance angel cards for you. And we'll do our singles first, and then we'll do a message for those of you already in a relationship. So, on my single pile 3s, any love messages for the next 3 months for my single pile 3s? Single pile 3s. So we've got heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Yeah, so you can feel supported. Like I said, if you've had some bad relationships in the past, this person is not your ex. This person is not like the people before who hurt you. Okay, new love. Yeah, so I think for a lot of you, this is someone new coming in if you're single. This isn't someone that you've known before, especially because we got that handshake with a stranger. I think this person is just going to pop up into your life, when you're least expecting it. Healing family issues. So maybe, unfortunately, for some of you, the rat is someone in your family who's not always kind to you. So it's calling you to heal some family issues there, and that will improve your love life and allow you to be in a healthy place where you can give your cup too, right? Because it's not just on your future partner's shoulders, right? You have to give and receive love. They have to give and receive love, so equal balance. Okay, love messages for the next 3 months for my pile 3s who are currently in a partnership. That's a mouthful, right? So pile 3s currently in a partnership. Okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So for some of you, I don't want to freak you out, but for some of you, it could be that the partner that you're currently with is not going to be the person that you're with in 3 months. And it may just be for a select few of you, but it could be that you're unhappy in your current relationship, and in 3 months' time, someone new comes in out of the blue and you have to make a choice between staying with your current partner or, pursuing this new love interest. So stay optimistic about your love life. So positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So yeah, definitely keep optimistic. If you're wondering, if you're trying to have a baby and it hasn't happened yet, or if you're wanting your partner to propose to you and it hasn't happened yet, stay optimistic. A lot of abundance is coming for you regardless. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I think this is, again, for those of you who are unhappy in your current relationship. And just know that if someone isn't filling up your cup, there is someone out there who wants to love you, who will not make you feel like you're hard to love. Someone who will just come in and show you the love that you deserve, the love that has been withheld from you. So I know a lot of you who are watching this reading have, you're in different places, right? And so that's what's kind of tricky about doing general readings, is that some of you are happy and in love, some of you are unhappy and in love, some of you are single, some of you are like, oh man, am I gonna be alone forever? So I'm trying to address everyone's specific situation. So Some of these will apply to you and some of them won't. So just take what resonates. And then for bottom of the deck, we've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I think that's a good message for both groups. When this person comes in, enjoy the present moment. You know, don't freak out so much about the future or be focused on the past. Don't compare this person to those of you who have hurt you in the past. Just be present, enjoy the moment, and it's going to lead to happiness. It's going to lead to abundance for both of you. You're going to have a very happy life together. You have to just trust, let go, and try not to control the situation so much. Just let it happen kind of naturally. Yeah. And I think what would help with that is, again, those grounding exercises. Okay. So let's end with a self-care card that will help you guys in the next 3 months. So we got look for fairies. So this one is funny. When I look at this card, look for fairies, 2 things come to mind. Again, I'm gonna say it for, I don't know how, like the millionth time. Get out into nature. Like anywhere you can find. I know for some of you that may be difficult where you live, but in some way connect with nature. That's gonna help you out so much. Gonna help you feel grounded, gonna help you feel rooted. Even spending time with animals can help you feel connected to nature. The other message I get with this card, when I think of look for fairies, like who believes in fairies? Kids do, right? Not to offend anyone who's an adult and believes in fairies, but I think of like, when I think of fairies, I think of children. I think of connecting to that inner child, right? So do things that you enjoyed doing when you were a kid. So maybe like go back and read one of your favorite books from when you were little, or go watch one of your favorite Disney movies. You know, go eat a Lunchable. You know, whatever it is that you enjoyed when you were a kid. I think that could also help ground you during this time, because you have so many good things coming in, and as good as they are, and as much as these things are going to make you happy, it can also feel overwhelming, and we can also start to get a bit anxious because we don't want to lose all of these good things that have come to us. We can get fearful. So just be gentle with yourself, take care of yourself, and yeah, I'm excited for you. So my pile 3s, if you resonated with this reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below with a little mouse emoji. I'm pretty sure there's a mouse emoji to let me know that you chose pile 3. And yeah, I'm trying to grow our community, so it would help me out a lot. I'm very excited for you guys with your future. I hope the next 3 months brings you everything that you've been wishing for, and take care. I'll see you in my next one.